Welcome to Hef's Beer Reviews. Today I'm reviewing beer number 8 from the Beer Cartel Christmas Advent Calendar for 2021, and it is this beer here from Wayward Brewing Company in Camperdown in Sydney, and it's called Dreaming of an Amber Christmas. It's an American amber ale. Before I tell you what I know about Wayward, I'll give you a quick look at the beer, and it is a beautiful amber or rich copper colour. We've got a finger of almost tan head actually. It looks beautiful in the glass. On camera it looks like it's got quite a reddish hue as well. It's not quite as pronounced in real life as it looks on the camera, but it is there. It looks fantastic in the glass. Wayward are a regular contributor to Beer Cartel's Advent calendars. Last year they did a German Bock, which was absolutely delicious. The year before, from memory, they did a cranberry and orange sour, which personally wasn't quite to my taste, but I've had quite a few other beers from Wayward over the last few years from their core range. They do a really nice Pilsner. They do a hazy mid, which is pretty good. And then some of their limited releases have been really, really good as well. I can think of a couple of hazies that I've had which have been delicious, and also a couple of stouts which have been great. They did a coffee and donut stout, which I really enjoyed as well. So let's see what this one is like tonight. We'll get the aroma. It actually smells, quite hoppy. No doubt there'll be some beautiful rich caramel malts in there, but yeah, it's definitely got a noticeable hop presence as well, kind of a citrus or stone fruit, and it's actually quite coconutty as well. Yeah. All right, let's see how it tastes. Cheers. Oh, beautiful and smooth. Wow, that's really delicious. Those caramel malts are right there at the forefront. It's just sweet caramel malt on the front end, and then the hops are coming through, but they definitely take a bit of a backseat, I think, to the malt. The malt is the star of the show, as it should be in an amber ale, but the hops are providing just a little bit extra. They're adding, like in the aroma, just a little bit of fruitiness and a little bit of creaminess as well. I think it's a Sabro they've used, or at least predominantly used, which makes sense with the aromas and the tastes that are coming through. Let's have another sip. Yeah, so smooth. That's really nice. I could drink that all day. So 375ml can, 5.6% ABV, 1.7 standard drinks. They're saying 30 IBU, and yeah, that's pretty much what I'm getting. So not a whole lot of bitterness there to speak of, which makes sense with those smooth, delicious, sweet caramel malt. Medium body, I would say medium body. The carbonation is a little bit on the low side, which is contributing to the smoothness and the drinkability, which, as I said before, is very high indeed. So yeah, summing up, I guess it's sweet caramel malts, but also some contributing flavours from the Sabro hops. So it's a little bit of fruitiness and creaminess, If you're going to pick it apart, it's a little bit citrusy, a little bit stone fruity, but definitely also a little bit of creaminess or coconut type flavour. But that's in the background. The malt, as I said previously, is definitely the dominant factor in the taste profile. So look, in terms of a rating, and I'm thinking of how I would rank the 8 beers that I've had so far. And the first review that I put on YouTube was day 3, although I did actually film reviews for day 1 and day 2. Day 1 was a 5. That was a really great, what was it? An oat cream IPA. And it was great. That was a 5. Last night's one was very good. That was a 4. That was the wheat beer. But this one, I think I've got to give this one a 5 as well. It is just incredibly delicious and drinkable. I'm really enjoying it, and it's one that if they were to release this with another batch, a second batch of it, I'd definitely pick some up. That's great. That's a definite 5 for me.